Hey folks, another unboxing from Table Talk here. Today we'll be unboxing two games at one time, or in this video, and that'll be Forbidden Desert and Forbidden Jungle. We already have Forbidden Island and Forbidden Sky in our collection. Have played Forbidden Desert once, but never actually added to a collection till now. And then the newest in the Forbidden series, Forbidden Jungle. So let's go and see what's in these boxes. As I mentioned, I played Forbidden Desert, so I know what's in the box. It's been around for a while. We got the tin edition of Desert and Jungle. We actually have the tin edition of Island as well. And it's quite interesting that they're all kind of interconnected story, which I said I find interesting. And it's weird that we actually have Island as the start, and then it goes to Desert, and then the Sky, and then like I said, Jungle's the newest one. But this is Forbidden Desert. We have the rules, which are pretty small. Let's see, and it's just a picture on the back. So, what is this? Where's those page numbers? Do I not get page numbers? Well, there you go. No page numbers. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages? Oh, and it's got like the flying machine that you're building in this game, which, like I said, oh, it's a hefty piece. We have the, as I mentioned, the flying machine that you're trying to build. Was this always a good, okay. I don't know. I don't remember being this nice. But like I said, I've played it only once, and that was a long ago. But it's got the ship that you're trying to build. I guess this is the engine that goes in here. I imagine, I'm not sure if this is supposed to sit in there, or is this something that you're trying to collect? Or it's gotta be a piece that you're trying to collect, because it's usually 4. You have the crystal power source situation, you have the propeller, and now I think about it, I think this was always kind of this nice thing, and this giant sundial navigation tool that as you build it, there's little spots for everything, and then place for the propeller. See? So as I said, the engine and everything, you're trying to collect all the pieces because you crash landed in the desert. It's got this little piece to hold the difficulty level. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been too long. Let's see. We have the desert tiles here. The desert tiles. Yeah, so we have the desert on one side, and then we have some that have oasis. It looks like you can get water. I can't quite remember. Zoom in a little bit more. So you see, just plain desert, and then you got the oasis ones. And on the back side, you have what those indicate spots are, what they mean. Like hangars, shade maybe. I don't know what that is. Just dry desert, lab. Because you're just trying to figure out these places. I think this is a place where you can get like the crystal. This is a place where you can potentially get the compass thing, the propeller. Oh, there's an engine. Since I zoomed in, we're taking just another look at that boat. You see, it's got all the little pieces and bits and bobbles on it that you're trying to build. Yeah. And then we have the sand bits, sand tiles. Because in this game, it's called Forbidden Desert because you're in a desert. And you're trying to rebuild the flying machine that you crashed in. Which, like I said, they're all connected, but in Forbidden Island, since it's the first in the series, they just went with generic helicopter, which is interesting, considering where it ended up going. Yeah, you have all these desert tiles. They're kind of the same, front and back, or almost the same. But yeah, if I remember correctly, those other tiles go in the grid, and then you have stacks of these because the wind blows and then blows these stacks and buries locations and things, which is not good. Not good. The idea is that you want to try to get down and get to the things so you can find your pieces. The player tokens, you know, some generic looking pawns, nice wood pieces. I really like them. Same kind of deal that they are in Forbidden Sky and Forbidden Island. Let's see. Pack card. Do you have a tab? No, you don't have a tab. Aha. Let's see. Pain in my butt. Let's see. I feel like. There we go. Get in there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're getting in. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. We have, of course, different backs for different cards. As I go through these, you can see the different backs. Let's see what they are. We have, I assume this is direction of wind, maybe? Storm picks up. That's usually a bad thing. We have these guys, which are tools that we can get. Let's see. More of these. Another tool. And then we have a player card. The reason I'm stopping with the cards is because player cards. This is, if you are the green token, then you are going to be the explorer. And because you're in a desert, you need to stay hydrated. You got these little markers here that they gave you to mark your hydration. And then, of course, because of the way it is, each player has a player aid on the back, but also a special asymmetric power, depending on, well, who you are. Let's dig into it and see what other things are going on. More winds for those. Another tool, the navigator. We have sun beats down. That's not good. More of those. More tools. The water carrier. More of these tools. The archaeologist. More of these tools. The meteorologist. More of these tools. And last but not least, the climber. I'm not sure what this is for. I kind of feel like they're... Oh, here it is. I took it out first. I didn't even acknowledge it or notice it. That's what this is for. Is to hold this guy. This is the difficulty. You got novice, normal, elite, and legendary player count. You're going to take one of these to indicate where I think the sun is or the heat is. Then you have the 2 and 3 players on this side. Yeah, and this, as the sun gets hotter because of, I can't remember, it's got to be the sun beats down. This is going to keep bumping up, and if it gets all the way to the top, everyone loses. This is a co-op game, if I didn't say it before. As all the Forbidden games are. They're all cooperative, trying to do the thing. And since I have history, I can say that the island is trying to collect treasures on an island that is sinking itself. And then you get in a helicopter. In Forbidden Desert, your helicopter crashes or your flying machine crashes, and you're trying to get the heck out of the desert. In which case you escape. Which then, how are these going there? Yeah, so you escape the desert. Huzzah! Of course, that's not where it ends, because in Forbidden Sky, you essentially crash land on this like weather platform where you're trying to connect pieces together to form an like electrical situation to power up a rocket. And then, yeah, trying to power up a rocket so you can, once again, escape. Which clearly, you don't escape for long. Because after you escape the sky, I'm going to assume, crash land in the jungle. So let's move on to Forbidden Jungle, shall we? Once again, it is in the tin, and once again, it is cooperative. Let's see what happens to our rocket from Forbidden Sky. Also, all of these designed by Matt Leacock, which, if you're not familiar with him, he's the one who also did Pandemic, which is also a cooperative game. You're trying to stop diseases. But see, look. Right there, right there. That's the rocket from Forbidden Sky. So clearly after the first one, they had more connective imagery, so to speak. Whereas, yeah, because that would have been cool if they added the flying machine from Desert in Island, because that's where it started. But they said they used generic helicopter because they just didn't know. They didn't know if the Forbidden series was going to take off. Once again, tiles representing the jungle. This kind of reminds me of Island, but not quite the same formation. Once again, just a handful of pages. Kind of looks like a player aid on the back for the aliens. Okay, this is an alien jungle. Makes sense. Makes sense, because we went to space. I was thinking we crash landed on just another earthly jungle somewhere. Just going from biome to biome. But nope, we went to space. So, yep, here are some tiles. Interesting, we have like portal ones. Looks like teeth in it. And then we have some basic looking ones. Then on the other side, I don't know if these back. Well, purple's got to have something. I guess we're exploring and flipping them over situation. And then Fool's Landing. Haha! They're bringing back Fool's Landing from the first game. That's where the helicopter was. That's where you had to get out after repairing, or no, collecting treasures. Yes. Tunnel, electrifute, configurator, compeller. What's going on? Tunnel portal. More portals. We have tunnel crystal, destruct switch, tunnel nest. I don't know. Don't know. But it's not like I have completely clueless about this game, because clearly it's going to follow a particular forbidden format. Collect some stuff, get out. Once again, it's got the tracker, much like they've had pretty much in every game. Tracker of your difficulty level, and then when something bad happens, it gets really bad, and then you die. We got clips, which have been around since Desert. Well, no, I guess Forbidden Island had one clip for this thing. But as you saw in desert, they had the water cantina levels. In the sky, it has how much rope you have, because you're being pushed around this weather satellite thing. We have spider webs, or I guess we're the aliens, so maybe not spiders specifically. Some alien creatures' webs. We have player pieces, as you can see, very much the same colors, each representing something different, or similar colors, except they're going to be a little different. Let's actually see some of those differences in the cards. Because, example, would be the blue one. In the island, the blue one is the pilot. But as we saw in the desert, I believe it's the water keeper or something. In this one, the blue is biologist. So the role's different from color. Each color represents something different in each of the games. But there's always a navigator, and I feel like navigator is always yellow. I think that's one of the few consistent ones. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. There wasn't orange in Island. It was red. And red was... I can't remember what the reds were. But they put down sandbags to bring the island back. But that's unnecessary in the rest of these. So, you have a healer. Explorer, biologist, spelunker, chemist. Anyway, enough of... Oh. Yeah, player aid on the back. And you got track your health over here. So, health, player aid. Yep. So then we have all these great cards. I guess more player aids for machines and features. That's interesting. That's different. We have different layouts for the jungle. That's really cool. Now that I think about it, Forbidden Island. Oh, before I say anything, there's a little difficulty on there too. But Forbidden Island at one point was an app. I wanted the app, but it was an Apple exclusive, and I had Android phone, and I looked it up, and they had this ability to change the orientation of the map and island. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I don't even know if that app's still around or if it still functions, because that was a while ago. But that was something I always kind of wanted the app for also, is like, what other layouts do they suggest for the island? I like that they included that in this. It looks like we have adult spin webs. Interesting. We have eggs discovered, hatchlings emerge. Wait, are these all the redback? Yeah. So what is all this? Claps? Oh, aliens, they grow, the things they hatch. Yeah, these are definitely the alien spiders. So arachnophobia warning, I guess. Because they kind of look like octopus too. So if you got issue with that, then yeah. Threat rises, clearly bumping up on that track. We have, I don't even know what's going on. Then all the gears, all the tools, stuff that we can find and use. Serum sprayer, fluoroscope, beacon, explosives, trap. This looks like it's going to be a little bit more involved than previous games. Of course, the little stand that they did not. I like the little stand. They did not supply that in my copy of Island. They might in newer copies, newer printings, but I don't have it in mine. I got one of the earlier ones, I think. Clearly, the eggs. Oh, let's zoom back in for that one. So yeah, we have the little eggs we saw on the cards. We have 3 little 3D printed ones, which are cool. I like these tokens. It's more than just cards. And, well, that's true. Everyone has something that's a little overproduced bit. We have these, I guess, not eggs, the next form, because they're like Pokemon and they are evolving to a egg, to a caterpillar looking thing. I like the color of these. And then to the, as I mentioned, the spider-like octopus alien business, where they're purple, a bit taller. Yeah, it's definitely not of this planet. Pretty cool pieces, pretty nice, pretty nice. I think that's it. Alright, let's go back to the table. Or, not the table, but... so that's been an unboxing of Forbidden Desert and Forbidden Jungle. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think? Have you played anything in the Forbidden series? What's your favorite? And we'll see you next one. Bye for now.